The salary cap, a system unique to the North American League, could undergo a complete overhaul, according to The Athletic. Based on a strict salary cap, this system could become more flexible, offering teams greater spending freedom for their entire roster, should they so choose. This is a real revolution that could transform North American football. Based for 30 years on a very particular salary cap system, everything is explained here by a specialist, which only allows certain designated stars, Lionel Messi, Hugo Lloris, Antoine Griezmann, Robert Lewandowski, to benefit from a substantial salary. Major League Soccer is reportedly determined to lighten its emblematic, while only 3 so-called designated players per team can currently benefit from significant salaries. Some American club owners would welcome a relaxation of salary constraints related to other members of the roster. Lowering the current salary cap would allow the league to pay most players more and, of course, attract more renowned and talented players. However, the American League reportedly does not intend to eliminate the designated player system. A revolution on all fronts. As a reminder, MLS has already begun its transformation with the MLS 3.0 project. This new version of the American League notably introduces a reversal of the current league calendar and a shift to a summer-spring cycle, as is currently the case in European leagues. The implementation of this system, planned for the summer of 2027, will, among other things, align the American transfer window with the European one. The Athletic reports that some club presidents would welcome the introduction of the new salary system alongside this new calendar. Make soccer great again. And let's talk about the MLS All-Star Game. Every MLS All-Star Game is a unique experience. This one is no exception. It comes just days after the end of the World Cup and the resumption of MLS, making this edition of the summer event even more chaotic than usual. That said, it still has all the hallmarks of an all-star game. As usual, questions are being raised about the relevance of this event. There are also the usual criticisms about travel and scheduling. And then there are those lighter moments, especially during the practice, which feels more like a friendly get-together among the biggest stars of American soccer. So, what are stars like Son Heung-min and Thomas Müller talking about ahead of Wednesday's clash against their Liga MX counterparts? Here are the big stories, talking points, and lighter moments from pre-match training. From the very first practice, Son knew someone had to lighten the mood. There was the usual awkwardness that accompanies an all-star game, with a warm-up filled with unfamiliar faces. So, Son looked around and tried to downplay the situation by feigning frustration and saying, "This is crazy." "It was somewhat necessary," he said. "I just wanted to try and lighten the mood by telling a few jokes. There wasn't any nervousness, but I think everyone needed a little time to get to know each other better." I think some people needed to take the plunge. The other veteran to join in? Müller, who's making the most of every moment. While a player was speaking to the media, Müller slipped behind him and shook the backboard. He was seen joking around with all his new teammates, who were ready to have some fun. He also joked with the reporters, explaining to the media that he was approaching both the All-Star Game and the skills competition with the utmost seriousness. "Why are you laughing?" he said with a smile. "We have a training session today. We're fighting for our places today. So I think we're good to go." He added, "We had a rehearsal yesterday for the skills competition. It was the first time in my life I'd ever been in a baseball stadium. It was also a great experience. I think the skills competition can be fun tonight. And I think tomorrow it will be a normal football game, and that's something I know pretty well." Son and Müller have faced off frequently. Tim Ream and Ashley Westwood know Son particularly well, especially from their duels in the Premier League. Throughout the squad, there's no shortage of long-standing rivals or one-off teammates. That's also what makes this week so interesting. Thomas, for example, has had an incredible career, Son said. "I think everyone would dream of playing with him. I'm that kind of person too. When I'm with Thomas, I feel like a kid, and playing with him will be like a dream. It only happens once. So I have to enjoy this moment, not just with Thomas, but with every player, because they deserve to be here." It's sometimes a strange feeling playing against these guys, these types of players, and I'm going to face Thomas next weekend. But on Wednesday, I'm playing with him. It's the same team, so it's a bit odd, but I'm trying to enjoy the moment. It's a huge honor.